For the last 17 years, I have been managing IT technical programs and projects for Fortune 500 and global firms, as well as building my home haunted houses. So VR today has a lot of problems, but primarily among them is the fact that most people are not going out and saying, "Hey, let's go check out the VR place down the street." It just doesn't happen, and that's primarily due to low quality storytelling taking a backseat to visual effects, and the fact that most of the technology that's being used today is legacy gear, and there's really no innovation and true growth happening within this sector. And most of those locations are 30 by 30 foot rooms. You're just walking around, roaming around in that space. Again, the stories are very basic. You're basically in there playing a video game, and at 40 to 60 bucks a person, that's a bit high. So how big is the virtual reality market? Well, in 2024, it stood at about $5.2 billion. And most analysts are projecting between a 26 and a 20% increase up until 2030 and 2033. So how does Altered stack up against the competition? Well, currently, Sandbox VR and Zero Latency are two very big players who have had some very good successes lately, but they all go with the 1 to 8 player per session model. These are usually 30 minutes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those same 30 minutes and I'm going to put 6 people through, but I'm going to do it in 12 different rooms. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to spread them out. So these will be Disney level experiences. And when I say that, I mean it's something that you would see either as a pop-up within a Disney park or an attraction outside of a park in like a Disney Springs or outside of like Knott's Berry Farm. And these are going to be immersive VR environments that have physical effects. If you see a lever within one of our environments and you go and you pull that, something will happen within VR when you do. So these are going to interact. The footprint is small and can be changed. We don't have to use this exact footprint, so it can be modular. And we're going to give people choice. When you go through one of our experiences, you will have 2 decision points. Depending on the decisions that the group makes at those 2 points, you'll have 4 possible endings. So within our Halloween experience, 4 endings, and within Christmas, 4 endings. And price, I'm going to charge $30, and that's $30 from when you put a headset on to when you take a headset off, but I'm going to give you about 15 minutes of entertainment within our waiting area so that, it's a real experience. So what kind of traction do we have? Well, number 1, we have a location. Markov's Haunted Forest and Kaleva Farm have been in business for 33 years, and they are a very popular attraction during the holidays in the DC area. We have a studio onboarded. Canopy Creative has done some really interesting things, not just within the VR space, but they bring expertise from film and studio work as well as gaming. And with those in place, we have a timeline and a budget. We do have an agreement in place for our MVP, and this has allowed us to build out what we're calling Phase 1. Now, that MVP is going to be the lived experiences of American Legion members. We are going to interview 10 different members. We're going to record them with a 360-degree camera to capture them. And then we are going to tell parts of their lives, and we're going to recreate that for others so that they can see what this veteran what this veteran wanted to say. That's going to lead us up to Halloween. And Halloween is going to be the start of that 2-lane experience. And that really is the start of Phase 1. Christmas will follow after that, and we will run in exactly the same location, a 30-minute Christmas VR experience. We're expecting our revenue to fall around the 400 to 500 mark, but obviously we're going to be trying for 6. Now, moving into year 2, and what we are calling Phase 2, we will start with the Transworld Halloween and Christmas show. That is the largest attraction show in the United States for anyone who runs a Halloween or Christmas experience. We're going to run an LA pop-up. That is going to be West Coast specific, and that'll kind of prove out some of the lessons learned we had from Phase 1. We'll then run a New York City pop-up. This will be on Roosevelt Island. There is a smallpox hospital on that island and some really cool stories that we're going to tell that feature that. Again, we'll be back at Markov's Haunted Forest. This time we will add one more experience, and we're going to take what it is that we are doing and take it to the IAAPA, which is the Global Association for the Attraction Industry. And that is where all of the theme parks go to see kind of what's the newest. And we want to go and take what we've learned from there and just let people see it. Again, we'll go back to Christmas at Kaleva Farm, and we will also run our own LA pop-up. for Halloween and Christmas. This will be in the same location we used in May, so it's a known spot to us, and we're really going to take everything that we've learned in phase 1 and phase 2 and really put it to work there.
Train him for the games, let him hope for a while, and blow him away. End of line.